Have you ever become the monk with the most excellent intentions to save money? Buy only what you need, avoiding sales display, and keeping a close eye on your spending, then it just appears to happen that despite your best attempts, you spent more money than you intended to before you knew it. Don't be too hard on yourself as it happens to many people. So before you receive your following credit card statements and question yourself about how to spend less money, watch until the end for some of the best advices. We overspend for a variety of reasons. Maybe it's due to impulse buying or we're trying to keep up with our friends or family. Whatever the reasons, there are steps you can take to avoid overspending on unnecessary things. First, meal preparation to save money. This means cooking in bulk and portioning out meals ahead of time. This can be a considerable time commitment, but it will save you money in the long run. You'll be less likely to order takeouts or eat out when you have a healthier, cheaper alternative at home. Meal prep can also help you make better choices when you do eat out. You'll be less likely to indulge in unhealthy items when you're full from a healthy meal you've prepared yourself. It takes efforts to start, but meal prep can be a great way to save money and eat better. Second, make a budget and stick to it. This may seem an obvious one, but it's worth repeating. If you don't know where your money is going, it's hard to save. Tracking your spendings for a month or two to get an idea of where your money goes. Then, create a budget that allocates your money in a way that aligns with your goals. Make sure to include both fixed and variable expenses in your budget. Once you have a budget, stick to it as best as you can. Review it regularly to ensure you're on track and make adjustments as needed. Third, invest in quality over quantity. It can be tempting to purchase low-cost items that are likely to break or wear out quickly, but it is more economical to invest in high-quality goods in the long run. Not only will they last longer, but they will also perform better and often save money in the long run. For instance, a cheap pair of shoes may only last a few months before falling apart, while a more expensive pair made with better materials could last for years. In the same way, a cheaply made piece of clothing is likely to look as good or last as long as something made with more care. While making a purchase, it is essential to consider the initial cost and the long-term value. By investing in quality goods, you can save money in the long run and avoid having to replace cheaper items constantly. Fourth, shop with cash instead of credit. Shopping with cash instead of credit is one way to stop spending money on unnecessary things. When you use cash, you are more aware of what you are spending and are less likely to buy on impulse. Credit cards can be tempting because they allow you to buy now and pay later. However, this can lead to debt and financial problems down the road. Shopping with cash helps you stay within your budget and only buy what you need. It is also a good idea to make a list before you go shopping so that you do not end up buying items that you do not need. Taking these steps can help you stop spending money on unnecessary things. Fifth, avoid sales and clearance racks. As anyone who has ever set foot on stores knows, spending money on things we don't really need can be easy. Whether it's something on sale or just too cute to resist, we've all been guilty of buying things we don't actually need. If you are looking for a way to save money, one of the best things you can do is to avoid sales and clearance racks. While it may be tempting to take advantage of a good deal, these items are cleared for a reason. They may be flawed, damaged, or simply not worth the price tag. By avoiding sales and clearance racks, you'll be less likely to make an impulse purchase that you'll regret later. 6. Take advantage of freebies. One fundamental way to save money is to take advantage of freebies. Freebies are anything that is given to you free of charge. This could be a product sample, a coupon, or a free service. Learning to take advantage of freebies can help you save a significant amount of money over time. Taking advantage of freebies may require extra effort, but it is well worth in the long run. For example, you could ask your stylist for a sample size rather than buying a new bottle of shampoo every time yours runs out. Or, instead of going out to eat for lunch every day, you could bring your lunch from home. Next is to make a shopping list. One of the best ways to save money is to make a shopping list before you go to a store. This may be simple, but it can surprisingly be an effective way in curbing impulse purchases. You're less likely to wander around the stores and buy things you don't need when you have a list. Instead, you focus on purchasing the items you came for. This can help you save money on big-ticket items and everyday necessities. In addition, making a list can help you stick to your budget by ensuring that you only buy the items you can afford. So next time you are headed to the store, take a few minutes to make time and make a shopping list. It can be the first step in saving money on your groceries. The next way to stop spending on unnecessary things is to not spend more than you earn. If you want to save money, it is essential to live within your means. This means spending less than you bring in each month. When you continually spend more than you earn, it can lead to a downward spiral of debt and can be difficult to break out of. But that doesn't mean you can never treat yourself to a new outfit or go out to eat. However, it does mean being mindful of your spending and ensuring that you are not spending more than you can afford. Save more is the ninth way. Saving money is the key to financial success. The more you save each month, the better off you will be in the long run. There are some ways to save money, but one of the simplest ways is creating a budget. A budget can help you track your spending and make sure that you are not overspending. In addition, it can help you to set aside money each month for saving. If you are unsure how to create a budget, many resources are available online and you can speak to a financial advisor. The last advice is to prioritize your purchases. When trying to save money, it is crucial to prioritize your purchases. That means making a list of things you need and want. Then, start with what you need and work your way up to what you want. This can help you focus on the important items and ensure that you don't overspend on things that you don't actually need. For example, if you're trying to save money for a new car, you would start looking at the vehicles that fall within your budget, and then you can compare features and decide the best value for your money. After that, you would test drive the car and ensure that it is the right fit. Only after all of that will you make a purchase. The exact process can be applied to any other big-ticket item you are trying to save up for, whether a new TV, piece of furniture, or a vacation. By comparing prices and finding the best value, you can save a lot of money in the long run. Saving money is important, but it is also essential to ensure that you are spending your money on the most important things. By following these steps, you can learn how to stop spending money on unnecessary things and start saving for things that matters most. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have learned something from this video. If you like this video, do give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment below. Thank you and goodbye!